Alright, so let's get going with Selesnya. In this case, Trostani was a 4-drop in Ravnica 2, now it's a 5-drop. It buffs other creatures with +1/+1. It's got a fat butt as a 1/4, and you get 2 1/1 tokens when it enters. And I really like the third clause because it's going to be really good against all these my deck is your deck strategies where somebody's always taking over your best critter, and so that's really nice. The worst they can do is take it for that turn. The next turn you get it back. I really like that clause in Selesnya, so I really like Trostani. It's one more mana than it was last time, yet it is not double green or double white or both, which it was last time, and so I think this is going to be a creature that's going to be fairly easy to play even as a 5-drop, because you can ramp in green, so I like it a lot. The Locket, as I've said before for Boros, I wish they had been 2-drops, as 3-drops are okay, and for 4 you get 2 cards, that's actually pretty good, but I would have really liked them to be 2-drops. The Guild Mage, I don't like tapping my creatures for some benefit, so I don't like that about any of them. Nice that for 1 green you can tap it and everything else gets trampled. That's going to help you a lot. I would use it for that mostly. Again, not a fan of these 4, 5, 6, 7 draw mana little cost. I mean, I read them because I'm talking about the set, but they're, I mean, I don't remember ever in any of the decks that I've built with cards with these types of abilities of actually getting to use it. By the time I would have been able to use it, I have better cards on the boards that I want to pump the 5 white on, or I've already either won or lost the game. But either way, it's on the card, so I'll read it. You create a 2/2 token. Fine. It'll never happen. Amara, this is a great thing from Wizards. This is a nod to all the people who were ripping Amaras when it came out in Dragon's Mace and it was like a 20-drop. This is a great nod to say, hey, you know, we're going to give you a 2-drop Amara. You wanted a low-costing Amara? Here it is. She's legendary. She's even an elf. When it becomes tapped, you create a 1/1 token. It's got lifelink. That's great. I mean, in my case, I'm not sure that I would build a commander deck to Amara because I think there are better elves to build a deck to in commander and white-green, but you know, why not? I may even try it. It is a 2-drop. It's a low-cast critter. It's going to come in fast, and then you're just going to keep tapping it and creating 1/1 tokens. They're not elves, so it's not going to help an all-in elf strategy, but they have lifelink. There's a lot you can do with a free 1/1 token. I really like Amara. This is kind of like a fixed Amara. Then let's go through the common cards in the guild. The Guardian is a 4/2/4. I have to say that I want to be proven wrong, and again, who cares what I think? I'm just some nobody in the interwebs. But I have to say that I am not a fan of Convoke. I think the way that I've said it before, and it's all because of my experience playing with Convoke, I think Convoke is an excuse to make really crappy cards. That's just what I've said before about Convoke. I want to be wrong. I hope it's a really good ability in this set and in this standard because there's so many Convoke cards in Guilds of Ravnica. And maybe that was the problem. Maybe it was that there weren't enough Convoke cards to play in the deck, and that could be it. And I want to be proven wrong for my own fun as a player. And it will be really nice if after I play all these cards, I'm like, oh wow, I love Convoke, and oh, here's my Convoke deck, and that's great. I may even be that person. So 4/2/4 with Convoke. Again, what I have said about it before still stands. Every time that I remember in recent memory where an ability causes you to tap your creature for it, it has sucked. I'm just going to say it. So, yeah, okay, fine. You tap some other creature, this costs less, still a 4/2/4. That does nothing else. The Restorer is a 6/3/4 that does nothing else. I mean, it gives you 4 life when it enters the battlefield, but usually life gain is of no good. And I'm gonna, hold on a second, somebody's gotta open the door. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep on going even though somebody knocked on the door, because I wanna finish this video. So, Pack's Favor is a 3-drop instant, and it gives you +3/+3, which is like a Giant Growth, I think. Isn't Giant Growth one green? So this is 2 green. That's not bad. You still have to tap a creature to get the benefit. I'm not sold on it. Again, I am not sold on it. So then, hey bro. So, and then Pause for Reflection. 3-drop, prevents combat damage. Unless you're on Turbo Fog, and the whole point of your deck is to prevent damage because you've got that as your main strategy. In my opinion, all prevent damage cards are a waste. The Conclave Tribunal is one of those cards, again, like I've mentioned in the previous videos, that after cracking Force of Will packs all the time, as I do, and they're all full art and they're beautiful. The artwork on this card is so awesome. That is beautiful, beautiful artwork. Okay, I love it. It would look way, way amazing on a full art card. Right now, I think Wizards is stuck with, customer memory. All the players really like this frame because it reminds them of all the other cards they have played, and Love is Blind. I really would love someday for more cards to be designed full art to really take advantage of the fantastic artwork that Wizards puts on Magic cards. Okay, having said that, 4-drop enchantment. Sure, if you got a couple of tokens, it's only going to cost you maybe 2. That's not bad. Exile, so it's an exiler. You're going to be able to exile target non-land permanent, can be a planeswalker, until this leaves the battlefield. That's good. It's really an O-ring that can cost you a lot less. You could play it for 1. So maybe Convoke isn't so bad. Then the Equinox flyer, again, here we go. 8/4/5. Okay, Convoke better work. I'll move on. The Elemental, another one, has hexproof. 8/7/5. Same deal. Renewal, better. 3-drop. Forget about Convoke. You can pick one, create a 2/2 token, or do a Naturalize. That's not bad. You may have a token, and then it'll cost you the same as Naturalize. But remember, you were already going to get that out of Naturalize. True. Now you get to pick one or the other. Yeah, sure. Let's see how it plays. 7/5/5 with Trample and Convoke. You're going to have to be dropping a lot of tokens. And I don't know about you guys and girls, but every time I've played one of these, I got to have a bunch of critters, and I got all these creatures that are like, you get this and that for every creature you control. They're totally glass cannons. You play against somebody that has any kind of removal, and they're going to want to. And you're going to be struggling to have 2 or 3 creatures on the board at any one time. And all those you benefit from the number of creatures decks. The moment you have only 2 or 3 creatures in a turn in that deck, you are losing badly. I mean, there's just no way you're going to win. No way. The Loxodon, 5/4/4. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature that convoked it. I really like that. I like that. I mean, that's a way to recover the fact that you didn't tap it. But there was another one of these silly tap your creature abilities in, I think it was Cans of Tarkir block. And those cards they all sucked. So bad. And the same with, I forget what other block had another one of these tap a creature things. And they just don't pan out. Good luck, Convoke. I hope you do well. Yeah, 10/16/16. You're never going to play this. It's a junk rare. I mean, a junk mythic rare. I mean, sure, you've got one of these things, or pay 4. Like I forget the artifact from M12 and before from Legacy. where you pay for it, you can cast anything from your hand. Sure, if you do that, you can cast this. But then you can cast Emrakul. Why would you cast this? Just saying. I'm gonna go faster through Selesnya because I'm not thrilled by a lot of the cards, so I'll just mention them and keep going. Bear with Vigilance, the Shieldmate, that's nice. The Peacemaker, 3/3/3. Each player gains 4 life. I'm not sure you'd want to do that. 4/2/1 Elf, the Wood Shaper. It's an elf. I love elves. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. Creature, enchantment, reveal. Put it into your hand. The rest of the in your library. Yeah, you're not feeding the graveyard. That's fine. It's a 4/2/1. As a creature, it kind of sucks. Beautiful artwork. I would have loved to have seen it full art. Full art, this card would have been gorgeous. It is gorgeous already. The Centaur, 5/4/4 with Vigilance Convoke. It's okay. It's limited. Doesn't fly. Again, these double color cards are really hard to cast. Unless your mana base is doing great. And so most of the time this is effectively either a 5 or a 6 drop. It has to die for you to get the 2/2 tokens, but that's actually really, really good. And this reminds me again of the Boros card that I already looked at, and it looks like this cycle is really, really good. These cards are fantastic, but they are really banking on you having a very good mana base. Your mana base has to be very, very good. You can't have a deck with like 4 Evolving Wilds and 4 Terramorphic Expanses. Something like that. Some crappy mana base like the ones that I play sometimes when I'm playing cheap cards. Still a nice card. Vigilance. Creates 2/2/2s when it dies. That's really nice. I'll take it. 3/2 Champion. You may tap any number of untapped creatures you control. And this card gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each one of those. When it attacks, again, the 5-drop for a 1/1, I mean, forget it, that's worthless. But the first clause, that's actually not bad. Can somebody get the door? Thank you. And so I like this card a lot because say you cast it, like say turn 4 or 5, and that could be the mailman. And then you can use a bunch of your tokens to boost it. That's nice. That's nice. So I like it. Maybe the mailman brought us something really good. Then the Colossus, it's an X spell with white-green, so you're already paying 2 extra for the X. And it enters with that many counters. It's alright. Thank you! It's alright, but you're still paying an extra 2. Okay, you're still paying an extra 2. What is in that box? Oh, your cards are there.
Oh.
Yeah, those are your singles. Yeah, my son just got a bunch of number monsters in the mail from, I think it was Cool Stuff Inc. Okay, so the Colossus is okay if you've got a ton of mana laying around, but you're paying 2 extra for it. Join Shields, 5-drop instant. On top of all your creatures, they gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. It's an instant, but you better have the 5 mana ready. That would be a good counter board wipe. But again, like I think I always say when I look at these cards, in my mind, I'd rather have the board wipe that would cost me to play Join Shields than Join Shields. Okay, then, yeah, these are the cards for Ollie. And then, of course, like I've said before, the double face cards, you know, they're just not, they're not that great. Hey, bro, you want to get your number monsters?
Oh, there they are.
Yeah. All right, have fun. And so, so the double face cards are okay. You know, flower gets you a forest or a plains. Put it in your hand, shuffle your library for 1. That's okay. It's lower costed. Maybe this will be the cycle of double cards that are actually really good. I mean, the Once in Invasion sucked. The ones in Ravnica 1 sucked, the ones in Ravnica 2 sucked, and the ones in Cat sucked. Maybe this is the cycle that's going to break that cycle. So yeah, Flower, for 1 you get a basic force or planes, that's really good. For 6, you boost everything for +2/+2 as a sorcery. You're going to attack with it. I do want to combine Selesnya and Boris. I think they form a beautiful Naya deck. And maybe this would be good. I mean, Flourish, but man, for 6 is a lot. Okay, so Assure, 2-drop, get a +1/+1 counter against indestructible. That's not that great. It's an instant though. It's gonna be a junk rare. Assemble, 6-drop, 3 2/2s. That's all right. Yeah, it's an instant. Yeah, I don't know. Still a lot of mana. We'll see. Then finally, to close off, Camaraderie, 6-drop sorcery. You gain X life and draw X cards. X is the number of creatures you control. So yeah, I mean, you play it as a sorcery. Yeah, that's great. But again, like I've said before, the total number of creatures you control thing can be very fickle against anybody with some really serious destruction. It's more than fickle; it's just bad. And then you boost your creatures for +1/+1. You're still paying 6 mana for it. At 5, you should have had a better card to win the game. That's my opinion. March of the Multitudes. Again, you're paying 3 mana on top of the X. And it's a mythic rare. And you're going to create that many 1/1 tokens with lifelink. So do the math. Of course, X equals 1. You're getting 1 token for 4. X equals 2. You're getting 2 tokens for 5. X equals 3. You're getting 3 tokens for 6. I have no idea why anyone would make this a mythic rare. When you convoke it, you're tapping your creatures so they cannot attack. You're invalidating the ability to attack with your creatures for that turn. I fail to see why this card is a mythic, and I fail to see why it'll be good. Again, you know, I'm not the world's greatest Magic player, quite the contrary. So, anyways, but I'm looking at this card and I'm like, all right, I wouldn't want to play it. Sorry, Selesnya. I don't know why. You know, Selesnya is really one of my favorite guilds. I have no idea why.